What is up, everybody? Charlie here, back for another video review. Today we are going to be looking at this album, Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. So today I'm going to do two reviews, both on the Black Sabbath albums I bought, one on Master of Reality and also one on Volume 4. But for now, let's take a look at this album. So this is the third overall studio album from Black Sabbath, released in 1971. Just got my notes right here. You've got Ozzy Osbourne on vocals, Bill Ward on drums, Geezer Butler on bass, and of course Tony Iommi on guitar, one of the greatest guitarists of all time, possibly the first real heavy metal guitarist, because this is the original heavy metal band, but let's focus on the album. One of the most influential heavy metal albums of all time on that topic, obviously comes from the godfathers of heavy metal, probably the first ever stoner rock, doom metal album, whatever you want to call it. And in 1971, this was probably the heaviest album up until that point. So, looking at the tracks, there's 8 of them. Let's get into it. Track 1 is called Sweet Leaf. One of the most well-known aspects of this song is that it opens with one of the band members coughing, then breaks into the riff from Tony Iommi and Ozzy Osbourne's favorite catchphrase, "All right now." Obviously the coughing is a reference to the fact that this song is about drugs, and specifically marijuana, weed, pot, whatever you want to call it, hence the name Sweet Leaf. Because obviously this band was smoking a lot of that stuff at the time. Even so, the lyrics, are equally as relevant and can be applied to other things such as guilty pleasures and also the fight for legalization in America and many other places in the world. For example, the last verse, "Straight people don't know what you're about. They put you down and shut you out. You gave to me a new belief, and soon the world will love you, Sweet Leaf." Great stuff. Right, let's move on. Track 2 is called After Forever. It kind of has a keyboard, gong opening, whatever, some kind of sound effect. This is probably the fastest song on the album, and one of the only really fast songs on this album, because most of the album is pretty slow and down-tuned and doomy. Really like Bill Ward's drumming on this song, pretty fast. Also love Tony Iommi's riffs. The lyrics in this song, unlike Sweet Leaf, more about religion and God, something that a lot of heavy metal songs discuss, and Black Sabbath have also discussed quite a bit. Track 3 is called Embryo. Not really a lot to say about this. It's a 30-second long instrumental interlude track. There's a couple of these on this album, and it's usually paired with the track that comes after it, which I believe is coming up now. Track 4, it's one of Black Sabbath's most well-known songs. You've probably all heard it if we're all Black Sabbath fans, which we probably all are. It is Children of the Grave. Really great bass riff from Geezer Butler that opens the song. Love Tony Iommi's guitar tone. Also, Ozzy Osbourne's vocal performance on this song is really good. Lyrics are about rebellion, anti-war, revolution, that kind of thing. Really great stuff. And track 5, we get another little instrumental interlude. This is 1.5 minutes. It's called Orchid. It's a little acoustic performance from Tony Iommi. Really good stuff. Great for what it is. And track 6 is called Lord of This World. Like After Forever, this has a great drumming performance from Bill Ward, also great bass riff from Geezer Butler. Also love Tony Iommi's guitar solo at the end, so I think the arrangements on this song are really good. Not my favorite song on the album, but still great, and there's barely anything weak on the song, though won't dwell too much in that. Track 7 is called Solitude. This is definitely the most different sounding song on the album, and very different to a lot of other Black Sabbath stuff. It's a little ballady type song, got the bass and guitar, and light vocals from Ozzy Osbourne. It also uses a flute that kind of floats in and out, which is really nice, and As for the lyrical content, well, obviously these guys were high as kites on drugs at the time, but as they say, what goes up must come down. And yes, when you smoke pot and as high as you get, the inevitable will come down will occur, and that results in serious depression. Ugh. Not that I've ever felt that because I'm not stupid. I don't smoke drugs. Don't be scared. Um, yep, really good stuff. Great for what it is. And let's move on to the last song. Track 8 and the last song on the album is called Into the Void. This is a very slow and doomy song, full of really great Tony Iommi riffs, as most of the songs on this album are. Very slow, quite sluggish, but still love it. It does have a section in the middle where things speed up, but it does go back into that main slow riff, which I do love. One of my absolute favorite Black Sabbath songs. And I will talk about how a lot of the songs on this album are structured. They don't really have choruses. It's more like you get a verse with 4 lines in it and then musical refrains with riffs. Often we do get guitar solos, and this does have a great guitar solo from Tony Iommi at the end, which I do love. Always gotta love it. So yeah, all 8 songs on the album discussed. Now, what are my overall thoughts? I love the tone on this album, really great. Love the down-tuned feel to it, why it's so influential. Once again, probably the first ever doom metal album and the heaviest album constructed back in 1971. Really great production. Absolutely love all the arrangements. Think the musicianship on this album is fantastic. As for songs, I'd say the top 5 are Into the Void, Children of the Grave, After Forever, Sweet Leaf, and Solitude. But as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing weak on this album. I'd give this album a pretty perfect 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that is my review on Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. And also comment below what are your thoughts on this album, whether you agree with me that this is great, or if you disagree and think this album sucks. We're all entitled to our opinions, by the way. I will be back with you shortly to review Volume 4. Please check that out, and until next time, thank you for watching.